Happy first day of Victober 2020, everyone. Victober, 5 years running. It's going to be a great year. I did wake up at 3:45. So there is that. I was not able to get back to sleep. I kind of called it last night that was going to happen. And I tried. I put on an audiobook but you know what? It's Victober, y'all, so it's okay. So as you see, I lit the first candle of Victober, and this is Bonfire Nights Crisp Campfire Apples. I really, really like it. And I only have ended up like blowing out one of the wicks because it's really strong, and that's what I was hoping for. Did you see my ghost socks? They make me way too happy because the ghosts are fuzzy, so I love them. Made this Halloween poster, and I think it's super cute. He made one last year, and so now it's kind of a tradition of sorts. And then he made this where he said it's raining candy. Was it going to focus? There it goes. And then I put up this morning, in honor of October 1st, these bats in the tree, and he was super excited about that. You may think you know all the unpleasant things that could possibly happen to you if you are disobedient. There are some things that even you do not know, and they did not know them either. I am about to start on my cross stitch. So exciting, rolling this out. You know, it doesn't look like anything, and then just here's like all of the colors together. But I was bummed when I saw the pattern. There's no colors. So this is all border. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to leave, a border around the whole thing. But then this is it, So I think I'll be starting on this. I can't remember what color that is. I'll look it up and I'll show you in just a minute. I had somehow neglected to get this color when I got all the stuff for this, but I just looked upstairs and I happened to have it from an old project. So this will be the border color, this blue. So it will be a very dark embroidery at first, but I think super beautiful, and I can't wait. It's Friday, October 2nd, and I just finished reading aloud chapter 1 of Wagner the Werewolf aloud on Instagram. And The Fate of Jane Moore is going live in 3 minutes. I'll spin you around so you can see it. Oh, I have to twist. There we go. It's going live in 3 minutes. There it is. It's so beautiful. I have butterflies. So we've been working on this so hard since July. I hope you all love it. It's so exciting to see it come together. I don't know if anyone's even going to be in the chat, but I'm just going to stay here just in case they are, because I think you can see live chat afterwards. But I'm just so excited. All right, very surprising news for you all. I am loving Treasure Island. I never thought I would say that. I really never thought I would say that. I was always like, it's a boy book, which I get really annoyed when men are like, it's a girl book about books that aren't necessarily like Anne of Green Gables. And so I just did the reverse, and it's pacey. I really like his writing style. I just think it's going to be like the year of Robert Louis Stevenson. I'm also loving, premieres in 2 minutes. I'm also loving, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So it's so exciting to you should just always try authors. I feel the same way about H.G. Wells. I did read his, it wasn't really science fiction so much. It was Love and Mr. Lewisham. So I read that, but I haven't read his science fiction because I'm convinced I won't like it. But don't knock it until you've tried it. And so now I'm just opened up, could I just really enjoy all of Robert Louis Stevenson's books? I don't know, maybe. We'll have to see, but premieres in 60 seconds. Can't wait.
La 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 Over the hills and far from mine, she's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side.
Look how glorious it is out here. Oh, so beautiful. So we're actually staying with my parents for the time being before we move for my husband's job. So it's not a bad setting to be in for Victober. And I was just boxering with Tom because I wanted to discuss Martin Chuzzlewit. And there are some really funny parts in this. So all of this Martin Chuzzlewit's family are kind of wondering who's getting the inheritance. It says, meantime, the family forces were perpetually encountering each other in diverse parts of the neighborhood, and as no one branch of the Chuzzlewit tree had ever been known to agree with another within the memory of man, there was such a skirmishing and flouting and snapping off of heads in the metaphorical sense of that expression, such a bandying of words and calling of names, such an upturning of noses and wrinkling of brows, such a formal interment of good feelings and violent resurrection of ancient grievances, as had never been known in those quiet parts since the earliest record of their civilized existence. So funny. And then, where is it? This is why I wish that I had my copy, because I want to annotate this stuff. So someone calls Mr. Pecksniff a hypocrite, and he says to his daughter, "Charity, my dear," said Mr. Pecksniff, "when I take my chamber candlestick tonight, remind me to be more than usually particular in praying for Mr. Anthony Chuzzlewit, who has done me an injustice." So, thoroughly enjoying Martin Chuzzlewit. So it's Saturday afternoon, and I wanted to do a bit of a check-in, and also to show you I'm wearing a pumpkin colored skirt. Can I show it? And it makes me so happy, and it's flowy and comfy, and it's just been lovely to go out and about in it. So I went to the library, the grocery store, and today is the first Victober book bath that will be happening. So, you know me, I don't do things by halves. I got a bar of Tony's Chocolonely for the book baths, and then I was like, well, I think, I'm going to offer some of the chocolate to my husband, so I don't know if that will last for 4 book baths. And then I was like, why not get a different kind for each book bath? And Wegmans has a lovely selection. So I had just seen someone talk about, Seattle Chocolate Company's chocolate. So this is coconut sea salt dark chocolate truffle bar with coconut flakes. I love coconut a lot. So I got this one. And I will be sharing all these. Like I said, it's not going to be just me eating the entire bars. Although this one does look rather small. Then Firecracker Chocolate. This is by Chow Chocolatier. Well, I was going to say Chow because I thought maybe say it like the French Chow, but it's not spelled like that. Anyhow, it's called Firecracker Chocolate, and it's sea salt, a dash of chipotle, and popping candy crackle in dark chocolate. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. I like spicy things. And then lastly, it doesn't really get much more American than this. A s'mores chocolate. So fluffy marshmallows and crushed honey graham crackers reunite in milk chocolate. Actually, I don't know for a fact that s'mores are only enjoyed by Americans. I just know it's like a very iconic thing here. So let me know in the comments. Do people from other countries like s'mores? I sure like s'mores. And then I'm just really excited about, you know, the autumnal season. Like so many people on booktube, I'm that basic and I don't care. And just, I love making traditions with our family. So I have planned out, we're going to go to a pumpkin patch. If their pumpkin patch is open, I actually just saw people talking about how because of COVID, some are closed. So we'll just get pumpkins at like, you know, little, there's a nice market near us that actually has, it has a beehive that you can see. It's like, there's a window, you know, so it's translucent. You can see the bees working in the beehive, and it has a little playground next to it. So actually maybe that would be really nice. And that's like, you know, outdoors. But after we get the pumpkins and carve them, the day before I will make some homemade apple cider, which looks terribly easy to make actually. You just chop up a bunch of apples, a couple oranges, put in some cinnamon sticks and other spices, and I love apple cider. And then we will read. I usually don't buy new picture books. This is a big deal, but it's called Pick a Pumpkin. It's by Patricia Tote. It says illustrated by Jarvis. And I just, like I said, I like having like special cozy traditions that I do with the boys. And I don't know if you saw, this author had a Christmas book that came out last Christmas called Pick a Pine Tree. And it just talks about different traditions at Christmas time. So this talks about picking pumpkins, carving pumpkins, and the art is stunning. I love how like whimsical it looks. It really does almost look like the page itself is lit up. Something about the art. So we'll read Pick a Pumpkin, and then I saw at Target. I've been wanting this book for years because every time I try to put it on hold at the library around this time of year, there's not enough copies to go around. So I just bought a board book, so it would be extra sturdy, of Room on the Broom. This is by the same author who did The Gruffalo. I don't actually know that I've read The Gruffalo, but I know that I really like cute, spooky children's books. I don't want anything actually scary because I feel like the boys would have nightmares, and it's just not my style. But it's about this witch that all these animals keep asking if they can fly on her broom, and then she gets stuck and she has adventures with them, and it's super charming and endearing. And then to top it off, sometime that same day, we will watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. But if the day is too full with like going somewhere to get pumpkins and they're having fun at the playground, and then carving pumpkins can take a while. We could save this for Halloween, but again, this is something for years I've hemmed and hawed about. Like, I kind of want it. It's never streaming anywhere. So I bought it. And I love the Charlie Brown movies. I like them too because they're so short, they're sweet and simple. It's like a really easy little tradition to fit in, because I do often feel like Halloween evening, you're eating supper, you're getting, you know, dressed for trick-or-treating, and then the evening is gone. So I like how short it is. It's kind of easy to fit something like that in. But I like to do themed costumes for the boys. And we, you know, always talk about, I try to like, I don't absolutely overrule Peter if there's something that he really wants, but I also try to make tons of suggestions of ones that I want. And he really liked when I suggested that he be a pirate and Arthur be a parrot. I'm just going to die with laughter when I see Arthur in his parrot costume. It's so cute. And then I'll show you, I got a bunch of Halloween picture books at the library. So this is more an autumnal one. It's called Lawrence in the Fall. This is a really charming one. Who goes there? This mouse is scared. They keep hearing a noise and they don't know what the noise is. And then he goes out and he finds out that it's another mouse. And then they become friends and they hang out together. This one looked super cute, called Sir Simon. And it's about a ghost who is, it's like kind of his journal of what his life as a ghost is like. And I love how cute and friendly he looks. So it looks like it has lots of ironic humor in it. This one is called The Witch Who Lives Down the Hall. And this one looks like it might be older. 1985. Older than me. And, oh yeah, he's convinced his neighbor is a witch. That's what it is. And so then he's trying to tell his mother, like, the neighbor is a witch. Then we have The Curious Demise of a Contrary Cat. I'm not sure how this one is Halloween inspired. Oh, I see. There's a witch who asks the cat to help her. This one is more a fall one. It's called Sophie Squash, and it made me laugh so hard, especially because I knew a kid who made a squash their baby doll like this. So Sophie's mom buys a squash. She's going to cook it for supper one night, and then Sophie turns it into her baby doll, and she's devastated when she finds out that her mom wants to do that, and she tries to guard the squash, and it becomes her little pet. And Three Pebbles and a Song. I think this is more a autumnal one, but I mean, come on, mice in picture books. It's so cute. And then Angelina's Halloween. I don't know if you know the Angelina Ballerina books. These are so charming and whimsical, and I love, there's so much detail that goes into the drawings in these books. They're by Catherine Hollibird, who's a UK author. And I do always try to grab maybe like one folktale, and so this is Master Maid, and this is a Norwegian folktale. Peter in particular really enjoys them. So over the course of the weekend, I'm going to try to finish The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I only have about an hour left of audiobook, and I like it. I think I was expecting to like it a bit more. It also hasn't it hasn't creeped me out, which I think I didn't know that I was hoping it would do, but I kind of was hoping it would creep me out. But I am really enjoying it, and the writing is really good. But the book that I'm really surprised that I enjoyed so much is Treasure Island, also by Robert Louis Stevenson. I'm like honestly toying with giving it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think because I went in with such low expectations, and I went into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with really high expectations. I kind of thought I was going to put it right up there with Dracula. So I am enjoying it. And Richard Armitage's narration is wonderful. But I do like, since I enjoyed Treasure Island so much, I was kind of convinced I wouldn't like Robert Louis Stevenson. Why? That's why I haven't tried him yet. And so now that reminds me, I need to try H.G. Wells, because I was also convinced I wouldn't enjoy H.G. Wells' writing either. So I think next Victober is the year that I will try him. But I am determined. I really, really want to finish Vice Versa this weekend, because my buddy read of Aurora Floyd by Mary Elizabeth Braddon starts on Monday with Kate from the novel Nomad. So I know piling, a buddy read on top of this, because I do Martin Chuzzlewit, which I'm really enjoying, but Dickens, the man is wordy. So my chapters of Martin Chuzzlewit take a while, even though I can read this very quickly, read the actual sentences very quickly, because it's easy for me to comprehend. There's a lot of sentences to get through. So I am surprised at how long it's taking me to read through these, but I'm really enjoying it. So I'm okay with that. So between my reading of Martin Chuzzlewit and then my daily chapter of Shirley, which I still need to do today, I really feel like I would not have time to also read Vice Versa then. I'm happy I finished the audiobook of Treasure Island. I really am feeling extra intimidated about my embroidery project now, and I just need to sit down and work on it some more. So I think what I'm going to do is just give myself the weekend off and try again on Monday, because I just want to sit down and read a lot of Vice Versa. And it is such a short book. I only have 140 pages left. So I could totally finish it. That's only, 70 pages today, 70 pages tomorrow, and it's very quick reading. And it's very funny. It's very funny. Just in case you didn't remember, this is the one that is Freaky Friday. And I'm really enjoying it. And it's just really funny to see someone who doesn't know why people at the school that he goes to aren't taking him seriously, treating him like the adult that his mind is. But on the outside, he just looks like a little boy. Yeah, so I haven't seen from the son's perspective, the son in his father's body. It would be very interesting. So yes, it's really it's been a great Victober, and I say that like it's been a great Victober. We are coming to the end. We're only 3 days in, but I'm just having so much fun. The first Victober social is scheduled for Wednesday, but I can see I've rambled on really long here, so I should stop talking and I should start reading. It is Victober book bath time, and I'm way too excited about it. So I'm going to light all of these candles because I enjoyed so much reading by candlelight last year, and then I have not yet lit and decided the inaugural lighting of Autumn in the Park is happening. So this is the one that is not quite as fragrant as the other one, so I thought being like in the bath with it would be nice. And then I split my Tony's Chocolonely bar in half, let my husband have half, and I took the first bite of it, and it is delicious. But I love the look of this because it looks so like a Wonka bar. And then the balm that I picked is called Treasure Balm, and I figured since I just finished Treasure Island and loved it, I will use this. And there's apparently a treat inside. I don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be something really like crummy that they call a treat. But and then here is Vice Versa. So my goal is to read. I'm like right there now, and I'm trying to get to there. Get to 80 pages. So we'll see how much I finish tonight. But I really want to keep watching Mr. Sunshine also. We'll see how I divide my time.